Hey team, I wanted to make a video about projecting points. So I know a lot of us have some really big goals for promoting to some amazing ranks in the next year. And I think sometimes we just throw some dates out there, like I want to be Emerald by XYZ date. And that's great and everything, but I think it's also good to have a game plan, to have an idea. How many people do you need to add from now until then to reach that goal? So this is my makeshift little presentation, so we'll see how this goes. But I know you guys were saying you're visual learners, so we will see how this goes. But basically, a great rule of thumb is increasing your recruiting every month by 30%, okay? So basically what that looks like, say you added 10 people, say your team added 10 people last month, okay? So you want to add 30% more this month. So that original 10, you're gonna aim for that again, but you're gonna increase your goal for April by 30%, meaning, 3 extra people. So your goal for recruiting in April will be 13 people, okay? So I'm going to run through these numbers and I can show you my math. I have it all here, guys. It looks like chicken scratch, but it will make sense. But basically the gist of your goal for recruiting for your numbers every month is to increase by 30% from the previous month. So I'm just going to write these numbers down that I did my math on. And I assumed that in March last month, you added 10 people as a team. So here are your goals. I guess I could have had the months written out beforehand. And like I said, I can show you guys this math, but for simplicity's sake, we will just trust that my numbers are right. Basically, I just increased every month by 30% from the month before. You guys, my handwriting is atrocious, PS, but these are the months from April to December. Oh my gosh, sorry, my handwriting is really bad. Okay, so the goal would be, April, you are going to shoot for 13 people added to your team. That's 30% more than last month. So May, you're gonna try to increase by 30% more than 13. So you take 30% times 13, you get that number, and then you, wait a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did that right. Okay, so then your goal for May is going to be 17 people, okay? So then 30% of 17, add that to 17. Your goal for June is going to be 22 people. So, when you're in these kinds of numbers, you're probably like, man, I'm not getting very far. That's not going to get me to Emerald right away. Well, no, not yet, but you will see that if you just continue to increase by 30% more every month, these numbers take off. Okay, so July, you are going to add 28 people. That's 30% more than the month before. All right, August, 36 people. So you can see how these really start taking off. September, 47 people. October, 61 people. November, 79 people. And December, 103 people, you guys, which is awesome. Okay. So now, I assumed for this, since, a lot of you that I'm talking to are gold ambassadors, I'm assuming that, the end of March, our last month, that you were at 100 points as a gold ambassador, okay? And with your level of your team, majority of the people on your team, you are still earning 5 points on. They're levels 1 to 3, and so you're getting those 5 points off of those people. So for easy math for now, I assumed that you're getting 5 points off of these points that you're getting, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is, like I said, let's say you ended last month, you ended March with 100 points. And in April, you added 13 people, and they're gonna be worth 5 points each, okay? So those 13 people times 5 points gets you 65 more points, okay? So That's in addition to your 100, okay? So that 100 plus that 65 is going to put you at, obviously, 165. Okay, so May, you added 17 people. 17 people times 5 points is 85 more points. And I didn't do the math on all these, so bear with me. Actually, I'll just grab my calculator and do it real quick. So 85 points plus the 165 that you have for from now is actually 250 points even. So you could end May at senior gold. I am so sorry, you guys. My handwriting is awful. But that's 250 points. That would put you at senior gold status. Okay. June, you added 22 people. 22 people times 5 points is 110 points. Do you guys see how this really starts growing and your organization just is blossoming at this point? So that's 110 points. Well, 250 points from the month before plus your 110 is 360 points. You are almost to Ruby. July, you ended with 28 people, so you're going to multiply that by 5 points. That's 140 extra points. So that would put you at 500 points exactly, and you would be Ruby. 2 months after going senior gold, you could be a Ruby ambassador. So this is kind of why I love doing this, because it really shows you what numbers your team needs to be striving for in terms of recruiting, and then where that should put you at for when you should promote to the next rank. Okay, August, you added 36 people. That comes out to 180 more points, putting you at 680 points. Okay, so I really don't even know if you guys can see that, so we'll just see. I need a bigger dry erase board. All right, so next up, September, you added 47 people. Multiply that by 5 points. That comes out to 235 points that you made off of those people that month, putting you at 235. This is where my math comes in. 680 from the month before plus the extra 235. You're looking at 915 points. So you more than surpassed Senior Ruby. Senior Ruby is 750 points. So you more than surpassed that. So 2 months after going Ruby, you would be Senior Ruby. So now October, I kind of changed it up. So October, you added 61 people. I'm assuming by the time you're Senior Ruby, you have a lot of level 4s and level 5s starting to join your team. And those level 4s are worth 4 points. And level 5s are worth 3 points. So I, instead of giving you 5 points on everyone, I just kind of gave you an average of 4 points, just to kind of assume that you're getting some level 4s on your team. So in October, you added 61 people. 61 times 4 points apiece now is 244 points for that month. Whoa, and I can't write either. Points. Which 244 plus the 915 from the month before puts you at 1159. You can see how you are well on your way to Emerald status. November, you added 79 people, and I assumed that they were worth 4 points still. That's an extra 316 points from that month, guys. So you add 1159 plus 316. That puts you at 1475, and you need 1,500 points to go Emerald. So you're 5 people away from going Emerald. That would be worth pushing for Emerald that month with just needing 5 people. So we'll put you at 1475, but we know that you would be an Emerald ambassador by the end of November, which is incredible, especially if you're sitting here as a gold ambassador right now, knowing that by the end of November, you could be an Emerald ambassador. And then December, you added 103 people, assuming you get 4 points off of them. That is 412 points plus your 1475. So you could end this year with 1,887 points, well on your way towards Sapphire. So 1,887 points for the end of the year. That's incredible, you guys. You might be sitting there with 100 points right now being like, man, Emerald seems so far away. But when you start recruiting these types of numbers, when you're adding 30% every month to your recruiting as a team, these numbers start happening. These points start happening. So I want you guys to, you know, really start projecting where you are going to be, you know, for your next rank and when that's going to happen and how many people you need to add from now until then each month to get there. I hope this helped. I don't even know if you guys can read that, so sorry that it's not legible, but hopefully that kind of made some more sense. And let me actually scoot it up just in case you do need to see the numbers. And like I said, my writing is atrocious. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. But basically, long story short, if you're sitting here as a gold ambassador right now and you start increasing by 30%, Emerald is yours this year. So let's do this thing. Have a blessed day.